All right. So for this first round, it is level 6 through 9. Um, we've got um, anything that you're seeing. Just remember that our players are in another continent from where our restreamer is, but both of them making some pretty good plays from what we can see. And in case you are wondering, we do have confirmation that there is local recording going on. So if we do happen to lose anything, we will be able to see what's going on. As
Absolutely.
Atalito going with that cross clear there, just giving us something good to talk about.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was fixing to say too. Atalito had that really nice clear. I think it was actually an L, yeah, that we ended up seeing from Atalito there. But he's just already off to the races here. 47 seconds, 8 viruses remaining for Atalito. Looking over at Arco's board, he's actually got some really nice setups. Love that drop into a horizontal from the vertical. Arco's really making some nice plays here, just needing to get the RNG that he's needing because the rest of his board is just there on that left side in his columns 1 through 3 with that one yellow in his column 7. He's not too worried about that right now, just looking to clear up the rest of his left side.
We saw Adelino out at about a 106, which is just a phenomenal, very fast time. But honestly, Arco would not be too far behind him if it weren't for one little misflip he had where he had to drop a piece down. It ended up going the opposite direction of the way he would have wanted it, but still out at a sub 140. And, I mean, what do you say to that? That's amazing times for somebody who is, like we said earlier, in just his second tournament of the main bracket. Arco really making some improvements over what we saw from him last year.
Yeah, absolutely. As we look over on Adelito's side, his board's looking a little bit split, but it's not going to be too bad for him. Would love to see some yellow blues to come down and just bring the rest of this down. He does elect to clear out those yellows with the yellow red. Takes a little bit of drop time, but it's not going to be a big deal at all. Atalito just working down this right side as quickly and efficiently as he can. As we look over at Arco, Arco's got a little bit of a opposite scenario from Atalito. Atalito had that split board, and Arco has the rest of his board right down the center, Ook.
Yeah, Adelino, by the way, out at a 232. I mean, what do you do? You're facing off somebody
Yeah.
who can hit a 232. That's insanity. I just want to go on the record as saying that he had that kind of warm up level with his level 6, and the 7 has just been gone very quickly. As looking at Arco, it's not bad plays. He's doing a fine job. It's just there's a buzzsaw on the other side of the screen, and right now Arco with that double yellow blitz, it finally comes to the double blue that's going to end it. But his one blue that he's got on, oh wow, that was a great,
Mm-hmm.
great combo there from Arco. Really showing some good chops.
Yeah. Uh, my goodness, Adelito is set up for something really special here. He would love to get the one red that he needs. Oh, and he's gonna elect for the blues first. Now just needing 2 more reds. Gonna get one. Gonna get another. Out at a 340, which is one of the fastest I've ever seen in this tournament. We'll see. Looking like Adelito's probably going to set a hot time here as long as the RNG cooperates with him. We'll see what happens as we look back over at Arco, who is just 2 viruses away. But that red, oh gosh, it's buried, Duke.
Yeah, he had things set up with the yellow, made kind of a common mistake where you look at the pill that you or the virus that you have that's you're getting ready to clear. So he's out at a 409, and didn't notice that he had it set up for a horizontal, set a yellow blue down. The yellow cleared with a horizontal, and it left him with a piece of yellow garbage on top of the blue. That
Hmm.
you hate to see it, but it's certainly understandable and certainly a reasonable play. But yeah, at this point, it's kind of become moot as Adelito already in his 9 and about halfway through it. Just really, really scooting here. But yeah, Arco, as we've been saying, really putting on some good plays here.
Yeah, absolutely. Adelito just getting down to the last half of his board here, we had Ibar in our chat saying sub five. It's not going to be a sub five yet for this particular board. No sub five, but it's definitely looking promising for sub six as long as he's able to get some reds here. Mario throwing out those reds or excuse me, those yellows and those blues, finally starting to get some red going his way. And it's looking like he's going to be out of this. Just going to need one more red, one more blue, gets the blue first, and the red out at a 525, which I have my hot times up here. That is that will
place.
be the number fifth place.
Yeah, we've hit the point where 5 seconds separates first place and fifth. And yeah, that's actually Adelito's own personal PB,
Yeah.
as 5:32 was his previous hot time. And Packy's still safe at the 5:20 with the number one time overall. So game number one goes to Adelito. And once both of our players are readied up, we will go to game number two of this best of three. We do have a ready from Arco. And
Atalito
some,
saying that 6 and 7 was very lucky. That was very fast, very fast 6 and 7 for Atalito, indeed.
yeah, Adelito, who recently managed to pull level 100 in NES Dr. Mario. I've got no words. All right, Adelito is ready as well.
Yeah. On high, I believe, too, which is
Yes,
ridiculous.
of course. Why not? Alrighty. And looks like we've got readies from both players. Here it goes with 3, 2, 1, and pills. All right. Good looking boards for both players. Not a lot of concern here when it comes to uh, color distribution. There's a place for everything at the start of the board, and that's what you want to see. I feel like that might have been a misdrop over for Arco, but yep, he's got the sense to figure out exactly how to fix that, and is out of it with no real problems. Might be looking for horizontals, going to get it. And a little bit of drop time, but overall, he really did a good job keeping his board clean. Is within about 3 viruses of Atalito, who is pretty deep into this level 6 himself.
Yeah, Atalito once again just putting the pedal to the metal here. You see that little bit of garbage there in his columns 1 and 2. I'm not sure if that was a misdrop or something that dropped from something above. But that is going to be it is going to hinder him just a little bit as he makes, wow, what a horizontal combo into another horizontal. Really nice play there by Atalito.
Yeah, and look at this horizontal coming up from Arco. He's going to get everything prioritized properly. That's very important in this game, figuring out your prioritizations. And if he can manage to get another yellow blue, okay, he's just gonna go a little early there, get everything set up, and yeah, Adelito is already out, but Arco out at a 130. That's kind of my target time whenever I'm playing this level block.
Yeah, absolutely. That 130, it's a really nice goal to set for yourself. It can give you that if the rest of the levels go about 130, which is kind of what you want, it can give you that level that 6 minute mark, which is just fantastic. So Arco definitely on the right track here as Adelito setting up some really intricate little combos, and he's gonna get it with absolutely zero garbage on his board. That is just nutty, Ook.
Yeah, I just couldn't help but just sit here and laugh at what he just put together. And with that combo there is going to take away the need to stretch across a bridge on this right-hand side to try to get a triple for those reds. I know it was tempting, but he decided to hit the reds in a double and not worry about trying to get the triple. Is going to get this red blue that he needs and just make more good combos. But look over at what Arco's got. He's only 2 viruses behind. And he's
Yeah,
got some good setups as well. This double red blitz is, oh, it is a full double red blitz, and it is coming at just the right time. We know it's going to end with a red yellow, so as long as he gets two more, it looks like he's going to. As soon as it stops, perfect timing for him, and double yellows to go. He has tied this up, and there's Atlito out at 254. Arco with a double yellow will be out much very quickly gets it, but after he needs it, out at a 304. This is a race.
yeah, that was really nice to see from Arco. That was just beautifully done. Really nice plays there. Looking over at Atalito again, looking like he really wants to get these blues horizontally in his columns 1 and 4. Does manage to get a fat log there on the other side of his board. Um, Gosh, it's
Not
just
getting
hard.
the
It's
blues he
hard to say
needs.
if he's going to get it, and he has blocked it off temporarily. We'll be able to unblock that shortly once he decides to go for it. He could do it with those red yellows, but he's waiting for a double yellow to do it. Now, if he can just get that, ideally, I think he'd like a red blue, but we'll see if it pops up for him.
The blue yellow is going to give him the horizontal. He did pass up a red blue earlier. I was kind of wondering the same thing, but yeah, with the horizontals already set up, it turned out that was the right play.
Oh my
As
god.
he's going to set another massive combo. That one was a little bit easier to see, but yeah, that drops him down to just 12 viruses and gives him a 9 virus lead over Arco, who is still just powering right through this one and is keeping it. He's holding serve. He's keeping it fairly close to Adelito.
Yeah, Arco's done really well. The issue that Arco has right now is the left side of his board is completely empty. So he's gonna have to be careful on how he's electing to clear out these viruses, as any mistake could be really detrimental for him. Oh, but I love that split vertical combo. That was really fun to watch.
All right, so it's a 438 for Adelito. Arco's not going to be too awful far behind. He's down to just 8 viruses left. But, Adelito's going to be off to the races in this 9. He's going to get a bit of a head start. I don't feel like this is something you can come back from against Adelito, but Arco's showing, you know what? It doesn't matter. And this combo, nice play from him. 2 yellows away from getting into this level 9. There's one, and there is two. So as he enters, he is going to be about 16 viruses behind there, Flindo.
Yeah, but wow, a really nice board, nice starting board there for Arco. Pretty diverse. Would love to just see a little bit more yellow access, but he's done a great job, especially with the pills that he's been given. Just able to use everything nicely and efficiently for Arco. Looking over at Adelito's side, gosh, that's a lot of blue ook.
Yeah, it does tend to happen, but it's not something he's incapable of handling unless the doc just doesn't give him the right color. And that is what he is waiting for. I know he would love to stack some blues on top and take that second blue horizontally. It looks like it's going to be a vertical clear, and well, there's everything kind of back where he wants it. Now everything free and clear for Adelito. He just needs, well, this red blue is going to be nice. Then another red and another blue. There's the red and there's the blue. How? 614. GG's to Adelito. And also GG's to Arco, really showing some marked improvement. A player who's been in our silver bracket last year and made it into the golds now again for a second month and showing why he deserves to be there. So GG's to both players.